Hello Taurus, welcome to your mid-monthly reading for April 2020. Thank you for stopping by and tuning in. If you're new to the channel, pull up a chair, make yourself at home, hit the like button if you like, subscribe if you like my style, and hit the bell below this video to get further notifications. Everything you need to know about me is in the drop box below. This is a reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And if you don't know what your rising sign is, below this video will be a link. You can click on it. It will take you to a place where they'll generate a natal chart for you so you can get an idea of what readings to follow on this playlist. Okay, so Taurus had a bonus reading. Thank you so much for your loyalty, your views, your clicks, your likes, the feedback. It's beautiful. Now let's see what is coming in for Taurus mid-month April. Yes, Venus is in Gemini, and that is going to be a tune that I'll be singing for the next 3 months, because that is where Venus is going to retrograde, and there's going to be this big reevaluation for all the Taurians out there taking stock, so to speak, and most of all relationships, because yes, Gemini is about relationship, okay, but it is also about your values, okay, because it's second house from Taurus. Let's see what is coming in for Taurus. This is my beautiful Wheel of the Year tarot deck. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Oh, 3 of Swords. Okay, yep. Someone's in the mood to speak the truth. Some of you recovering from heartache, broken disappointments in relationships, maybe even illusion in relationships. So just remember, this is a general reading, okay? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Some of you are speaking your truth in any relationship, whether it's a business relationship. It's just like you're guarding your heart fiercely at this point in time. For some of you, you're actually recovering from a broken heart, relationship that had failed or that didn't work out. And this could potentially be from a third-party situation, potentially. We have you finishing off with a whole lot of things that you feel doesn't serve you. There is finishing off with illusion. So remember, with Venus going through Gemini, at this transiting through Gemini, it is going to square Neptune and Pisces. So Venus and Neptune, to me, in a square, it is deception in financial situations, deception in relationships. It could be deceptions in social groups, but it is about money and people being deceptive, whether this is you self-sabotaging and deceiving yourself concerning something and you just can't see it clearly, or whether these are people that's consciously deciding to pull the wool over your eyes. Either way, it is about treating very lightly from now until July. That is what I will do. Okay, so now let's dig into this reading. There's also a decision that you have to make concerning relationships, and we also have, believe it or not, the King of Cups showing up here for you. King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Ooh, I love those Pisceans. Okay, why is the 3 of Swords here? Let's dig in. 3 of Swords is someone recovering from heartache, heartbreak, disappointment in relationships, potentially from a third-party situation. And they're speaking their truth. They're just totally speaking their truth. Okay, there's a whole story here, so let's go for it. We have the Ace of Wands. Okay, So I'll quickly tell the story of how you came to be having this Three of Swords. In the past, there was a beautiful possibility, a very passionate, brand new beginning, which ended up in disappointment, okay? Where someone had regrets because they were just looking out to find their own success. So someone had made a decision, I feel, in the past where they were just taking their own success into consideration, and someone was left disappointed and regretful. There was also communication and fast. There was a lot of passion here. We have the Eight of Wands. There was a lot of passion. And someone did feel like this was a relationship that could have really brought in, you know, big positive changes in their life. But instead they ended up single. They didn't go with another relationship after the disappointment of this relationship, and they chose to stay single. I also feel like the other person who made the decision to, you know, take only their own welfare into consideration, their own fame, their own success, pursuing their own passions, and leaving the other person behind. I feel like the person that left behind decided to stay single, and that's why we have the Three of Wands, the Three of Swords here, is because of that the single person, the one who decided to stay single after this experience, stayed single because there was this big wound that was caused on heart level, guarding their heart fiercely to not repeat, because we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is like, you know, a repetitive, it is a cycle, okay, to not repeat that same, let's just say, lesson. I'm not going to call it a mistake because there was a lot learned here. So tell me about the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is soulmate connection, people who speak to each other, heart to heart, soul to soul. They understand each other, they speak a language that you know, that they just vibe with each other, and they have nothing to hide from each other. They look into each other's eyes and they are vulnerable to each other. Oh, okay. So we have the Devil card coming out here. So I feel Devil in reverse, but I don't read reversals. So I do feel, even though that Devil card came out in a reversal, I feel like Taurus now, they fully understand with that past lesson that they have learned. My deck's all scrambled up. With that past lesson that they've learned, that they know now what a toxic relationship looks like. But they are now looking at long term, okay? They wouldn't settle for anything that's on the surface only. The Taurus is looking for something absolutely hot. Hot, hot, but long term. Hot, but long term. Capricorn. You might be dealing with a Capricorn. We have a lot of Pisces as well. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And then we have the wheel, which is ruled by Saturn, not the wheel, the world, which is ruled by Saturn, which is also Capricorn. So I do feel like someone is working on establishing, or they're open to a soulmate connection, which has a lot of chemistry and heat in it, a lot of passion in it. And I feel like also some sort of recognition in the world. Okay. That's beautiful. Saturn brings in the next, ushers in the next 30-year cycle. So why is the world here? The world is about finishing off. It's about getting recognition for efforts made. It is like feeling totally on, how do I say it, satisfied with what it is that you have achieved at this point in time. So we have the Knight of Swords showing up with the world. I would like to get another card on that. Please clarify this World and the Knight of Swords. Clarify the World and the Knight of Swords. Information coming to you concerning success, visibility in the world. Like the world is maybe coming to you in a sense. High Priestess and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like we're dealing with someone here who is visible to the world. And the High Priestess is someone who is very intuitive. She might even read the tarot, or she's psychic, okay? And then we have the Seven of Pentacles, so there's a reevaluation. So with the world here, I feel like when it comes to your personal views and how you approach your life at this point in time, you are being very cautious. You are choosing what you want, what you say. You're choosing it very carefully, weighing your words carefully, because the Knight of Swords moves very fast. This person, they're very goal-oriented. They just speak their mind. There's no breaks when it comes to conversation and saying what they want to say. But at the same time, we have the High Priestess here, which is the person who doesn't speak. And next to the Seven of Pentacles, which to me is like weighing very carefully and reevaluating what you put out in the world. Weighing carefully and reevaluating your words and trusting your intuition before you speak out. That is for some of you. There could also be a reevaluation concerning a mature woman in your life who is psychic and, does light work perhaps, could potentially be a healer. There could be communication coming to you from someone who is like that. She might be, internationally known. Or you might even book a reading with a reader, international reader. What you're doing now is exactly what this cards are saying, okay? Watching someone reading international, right? Tarot can be so literal sometimes. But I also feel like when it comes to people who speak out of turn, that you want to finish off, I feel you want to finish off with impulsive behavior. And you are reevaluating even maybe your own impulsive behavior at this point in time. The High Priestess is a very Piscean kind of, she's a Pisces to me. So I feel like you might be talking to someone internationally who could potentially be a Piscean. Okay, so this Seven of Cups is about illusion. Illusion, not being able to see things clearly, pie in the sky, being over-optimistic. But it's beautiful, creative. This is magical rainbow unicorn material, right? But we Tauruses, we like to stay grounded, and we have the High Priestess here. So I feel you are in a very creative phase at this point in time. Venus loves Gemini. She's very playful, very creative with words. You might even decide to take to poetry or do some sort of creative writing or get into your creative pursuits. There's an abundance of creativity around you. And with the Empress showing up here, this is, Taurus moon and Cancer Venus energy, mature woman who's very creative, very intuitive with that Seven of Cups. I feel like you know how to take care of yourself, you know how to take care of your own. You have a lot of life experience, experience that you can draw on that's very mature. And at this point in time, I feel like a Taurus feels quite comfortable with where they are at this point in time. So tap into your creativity. This is a beautiful time to go potter in the garden, go outside, and just tap into your own creative expression. So tell me about the Three of Wands. Three of Wands means there's a bit of there's anticipation, waiting for something. We have the Death card here. So there is some sort of ending that you are anticipating, going through a transformative phase. Maybe this transformation that you're going through has a lot to do with the overview of your life, what it is that you want to achieve. And this Three of Wands is almost, I see that little shooting star there. It's almost like the star card for me, these little shooting star and the full moon. And remember, we do have that comet Atlas coming in. So I feel like with the oh, okay. So what are they showing me? I almost feel like Atlas, that I'm under correction, but Atlas, the comet, and Venus, all of that in Gemini is going to play around in the Pleiadian a constellation in the sky. So I feel like that comet, or round about the time of Atlas becoming visible to you, that there's going to be some sort of ending. I want to have more. What is this ending? What is this ending? I feel like Taurus is going to end something so that they can open up end of distance, okay, because Three of Wands is expectation and geographical distance. So I feel there's going to be an end of distance. So if there's someone who's separate from you, there would be an ending to that separation. So tell me about this ending of the separation. Princess of Pentacles. So I feel like you might get an offer coming in to meet face to face with someone from whom you have been separated. And this could be a feminine person, a mother figure. This could be a person with strong Pisces in the chart. We have the Empress here. We have the King of Cups there as well. We have a soulmate connection. We have Capricorn. So just put that where it fits, but I feel like you might be receiving news from someone who says, let's meet face to face. Tell me about this King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups here? King of Cups is someone who is emotionally well balanced. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And we have the Three of Pentacles. I feel someone wants to collaborate with you. They want to create with you. There might be an offer on the table to invest your energy with them to create something, whether this is a relationship, it could be a business deal, it could be a temporary contract. But I feel like this is once again very creative. I also feel like with Taurus, if you do take the time to invest your energy in yourself and tap into your own creative power, I do feel like you can be very creative with your money and your resources during this time. There's a beautiful advice coming from a water sign who can help you to get how do I say it, your foot in the back door, so to speak, so that you can build a really nice long-term momentum for yourself in where you invest your energy. This could be career, this could be financially and how you work with your resources and your time, but I really like this creative flow for you. So we have the Two of Swords. Someone needs to make a decision here. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. So someone is making a decision to invest with you long term, or you are making a decision to invest with someone else long term. I feel like this is something that has been coming for a long time. You might be aware of this because this is your element. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and to me that Taurus, Taurus energy in the Knight of Pentacles to me is always very, very strong. So I feel like a decision that you're going to make to invest yourself with someone in a very practical way, and once again, could be career, could be relationships, could be just you going on a new creative venture and looking on how you can make this work long term, but being flexible and you know how to roll with the times. Okay, you're also looking at the potential on how to invest, where to invest, so that you can be assured of getting a good return for your efforts. Okay, so thank you for watching. I loved reading for you. Have a beautiful day. Light and love. Give me feedback. Give me feedback.